Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Stretch Along. This is our second to last one in the Move Challenge. So Alan and I today are going to be going into some nice, relaxing stretches and also some mobility work, so challenging that end range strength. So let's get started.
Okay, we're going to start with cat-cows. So go into all fours and arch our backs, look down and look up and arch the other way.
So I really want you to protract at the top, reach your hip back up as high as you can, head comes down. Nice deep breaths, head goes up. You gotta go 10 more seconds.
Now we're going to move into alternating toe touches, so we'll come into a plank position. We'll allow our butt and hips to go into the air. We'll reach and we'll touch the opposite foot. If you can't quite make it to the foot, that's not an issue. Just reach back as far as you can comfortably go.
Obviously you're using your core in this one. We're in the plank position, but this is a really great dynamic warm-up for your shoulders. Good for shoulder stability. Keep breathing, you got about 10 more seconds.
And pigeon is next. We step in front and across, pin the foot down, and stretch. Make sure you keep your hips squared up to the ground. It's really tempting here to kind of rest like this, but you won't feel it nearly the same way.
If you are a little bit less flexible like me, you can use a block underneath your knee so that you feel like you can relax a little bit more into the stretch. Focus on your breathing and relax a little bit more on the exhale.
We're going to move now to pigeon bends, so we stay on the same side.
I'm going to bend my back leg, lean forward, and then come up. We're working our glutes in this very stretched position so that we can gain strength in these end ranges. You can do it no hands is much better, but if you're struggling with that, just support lightly with your hands. Keep it going, a few more reps.
And we're switching sides now.
Start again with your stretch. Remember to always come back to your breathing. You want to expand 360, so through your stomach, let your stomach relax, your ribs and your back. Inhale and expand. Exhale and relax. Bend your leg. Alan, you can try with your hands if you'd like.
I can, but I don't like. I have very much trouble staying squared up. I do that. It doesn't happen.
Almost there. One more rep.
And now shoulder guards. Side And make sure you articulate it as much as you can. What I like to do is I like to stick my thumb out and have my thumb pointing back the whole time until it can't go anymore. And then I'll rotate it all the way around 180 degrees and come back through. Stop having so much range of motion. You're hitting me.
I don't have enough problem.
And just reverse it now.
It's okay if your arm is not going very far back, but it's important that you keep your chest square or straight to the front. So don't allow your body to move with your arm, because then you're not really getting a full stretch. These are really good to do in general, but this is always part of my upper body warm-ups and workouts, so it's something that you might want to incorporate.
This is part of my morning routine. I get up, I make my bed, and I do shoulder cars.
Jealous of your discipline. Switch arms. First direction, you're gonna make big circles back.
And then I journal.
Alright, you're going to change your arm to go in the other direction. Big circles back, rotate the hand, palms up and come down. A lot of us have some limited range of motion in our shoulders. It can make overhead movements a little bit difficult if you're always pressing a little bit in front instead of overhead. Your shoulder joint is an extremely mobile joint.
In theory.
So it's good to train this so that you get more movement there.
About 5 more seconds. And now we're going to move into a cobra stretch. So back on all fours, now walk your feet back. And push your chest up and back. Allow your hips to stay sunk down into the ground.
Push your shoulders away from your ears. If this is irritating your lower back at all, you can go lower. But what I find helpful is squeezing your glutes. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, relax.
And now we're going to push ourselves back all the way. And
Reach as far forward as you can with your hands. Press them down so that you feel a pulling in your lats. Big breath in, expand all the way around. Exhale, sink deeper into the stretch.
And coming up, and we're going to be moving down to ankle dorsiflexion.
This one can be a little bit confusing for some people. You want to get your heel as close to your butt as possible. So your foot should be flat on the ground. Some of you might move more like this. That's totally fine. Just work with your own ankle mobility, and you're going to push down on your thigh to deepen your stretch. This is another really great one to work on consistently if you find you have stiff ankles, because it can limit you with your depth in squats. So it's a good thing to work on.
And switch sides.
Want to improve any of these things, your hip mobility, your ankle mobility, to improve your leg workouts, try and do these positions and holds for at least 30 seconds every day, and then also right before you do your exercises in your workout.
And now we're going to be moving into our last exercise, our last movement, the Cossack squat. So we're not actually doing Cossack squats, we're just holding position at the bottom. So we want our bent leg to be bent and our foot flat on the ground. Mine doesn't quite make it there, but I'm trying.
I'm showing a modified version.
I thought the ankle dorsiflexion stretch would get me just a little bit. I need to
Get down there.
get all the way down. I used to be able to, I swear.
Just a couple more seconds and we're going to switch sides. Slowly make your way over. As you can see, Alan's ankle's a little bit more up on this side. That is totally normal to have discrepancies in your flexibility between your sides. Most of us do.
It's all the way down if I cheat.
Try and relax. This is not a very relaxing one, but try and sink down a little bit deeper into the stretch if you can.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We did it.
And that was it. Thanks so much for coming, guys, and join us next week for our final stretch along and movement challenge.